By now many of you have probably heard of the Dick Metcalf article in Guns and Ammo. Now, Mr. Metcalf is a long-time gun writer that recently wrote a very pro-gun control article. I wanted to do a video not to discuss Mr. Metcalf's motivations or future, but to address some of the very old and tired arguments he used. He wrote, "Many argue that regulation at all is by definition an infringement. If that were true, then the authors of the Second Amendment themselves should not have specified well regulated. Regulated, by its period meaning, is to meet a standard, or to be in proper working order. We still use it this way in describing objects such as a voltage or pressure regulator. In context, it meant a well-skilled, practiced, and equipped. It does not refer to law in any way. Now, many have tried to make this mean something else to suit their wishes, but there's no valid factual argument for any other historical definition." Mr. Metcalf didn't start there. He says, "I wonder whether these same people believe that just anybody should be able to buy a car and take it out on public roadways without any kind of driver's training. I understand that driving a car is not a right protected by the Constitution, but to me the basic principle is the same." First, as Metcalf points out, driving on public street is a privilege, not a right, in contrast to the constitutionally protected natural right of bearing arms. But Metcalf goes on to say he thinks the principle is the same. There's nothing similar about licensing a privilege and restricting a right, but let's set that aside for the sake of argument. If I walk into a store to buy a gun, I need to present an ID and pass a background check. Yet I can walk into any car dealership, pay cash for a car, and have it delivered to private property, and drive it on that property to my heart's content without any license or registration and without breaking any laws. The license and registration is only required to operate it on public streets, very similar to a carry permit. Now, I'm not advocating licensing for carrying a gun in public, only pointing out that guns are currently more restricted than cars. Lastly, he brings up the old yell fire in a theater argument. This argument, like the child pornography argument that Dianne Feinstein used, is meant to imply that since the First Amendment can be restricted, the Second can as well. Well, I hate to break it to him, but the First Amendment can't be legally restricted. It's a silly twist of logic. The First Amendment protects your right to publicly express ideas. It does not, however, protect you from the consequence of your actions. If you yell fire in a theater where no fire exists, your crime is not yelling fire, but rather falsely inciting panic. Likewise, if you engage in child pornography, you are not protected under the First Amendment from the consequence of exploiting and abusing a child. On the other hand, those that have expressed the idea that child pornography should be legal have in fact been protected under the First Amendment. The First Amendment protects the expression of ideas, no matter how vile. It does not protect you from the consequence of your action. Likewise, the Second Amendment protects your individual right to keep and bear arms. It does not protect us from the consequences of misusing firearms. I heard a quote recently, I don't remember where. It's "nothing said before the word but matters." Mr. Metcalf stated that he believes in the Second Amendment, but I think he's about to find out that his readers believe in the Second Amendment, period.